That boy who used to spend days in the garage with only his imagination and a couple hand tools has gotten lost in the grind of the real world. I think it's time we find him.
Bearded Viking, the man, the myth, the legend, and his attack keys. Stop. Stop. I can hear it now. Last week was Norm Abrams, and this week is a Bearded Viking. You can't compare the two. Blasphemy. Norm Abrams is the greatest, the best ever. And BV, well, he's a YouTuber. But that YouTuber got this then 50-year-old arse off his, well, 50-year-old arse. And that sofa had a pretty dang good hold of me. Yeah, but those thumbnails. $900? Not here. Forget YouTube and the game, algorithms, and the thumbnails. Forget them all. If Norm Abrams showed me the goal, the peak, the Mount Everest of woodworking, then Daniel was my Sherpa, helping me take that first step back into the shop with builds I had a fighting chance of making. And for that, I thank you. And if you enjoy builds that get us out into the shop, then please hit that subscribe. It helps the channel so much. I'm fresh out of Wenge, so I'll be using its distant cousin, pine. And for contrast, some pallet wood. I have no idea what it is, but it won't stop me. Kind of like that mystery meat at the bottom of your freezer. It's gray now, but you're still going to cook it because you're hungry and it'll probably taste like chicken anyway. I've ripped my 2x4s to 3 inches wide, popping off the heavy roundovers. And now I want to sand them on end and rip the other way. I marked them as A and B, a little trick I picked up from Ross over at Fat Hog Woodworking. A will be ripped with the fence on the left side of the blade, and B ripped with the fence on the right side. This will eliminate any micro issue with the blade, and the board should fit together perfectly for the glue up. Of course, if you have a joiner, have at it. Abba-dabba-glue, abba-dabba-glue. I let it dry overnight, and just as I had thought, one amazing seam and one not so nice. The wood was twisted just a little. I tried to pull her in tight with the clamps, and it just didn't quite make it. I think we can hide most of it, though. If you had a 4x4 or a 3x3, you could have skipped this step altogether and avoided the trouble. But honestly, that's the fun of scrap wood, working around the defects. Life would be rather boring without our side trips and the little detours thrown our way. One of the reasons why I chose this build was because it wasn't the easiest of easy. It had miters and dados and a couple more detailed techniques to help elevate it. When laying it all out, take your time before committing to the cut. The measure twice, cut once, solid advice here. I want to cut, then 3/4 inches up, into a 3/4 inch dado, then into another cut. Lines drawn on one side, I just chase them around the edges to the other sides. The dado will be a 1/4 inch deep. It's pretty simple. Slide the fence out of the way, drop the blade down, make sure your miter is all square, and regret that you haven't upgraded beyond the freebie this all came with. Then safely cut it, one blade width at a time. Creep up on the line, take it slow, steady as she goes. Flip, twist, slide, and roll your way through all the cuts. A little light chisel work to clean her up. Then we cut to size. I remeasure each cut from the bottom of the dado, 3/4 inch down to get it all perfect. Still looking a little rough, I hit it up at the wen, hoping it all comes together. And honestly, in just a matter of seconds, it does. It's amazing what sanding can do. It makes everything look so much better in an instant. So, I'm calling an audible. I originally wanted the white pine and contrasting hardwood strip in the dados, But now I'm thinking of staining the pine, maybe try to hide those seams a little bit, and go with black for the contrasting strip. And it looks like I got a little aggressive with my dado despite the creeping up on it. And I ended up just a touch over the 3/4 inch line. So I'll rip some 1/4 inch slats from a 2x4 chunk, then rip them down the size the other way, just a touch over 3/4 inches. Then it's just a matter of sliding them into the dados. I want those pillars to be staggered, not just in height, but distance as well. Those of you who have followed the channel know I like things a little asymmetrical, uneven, or even odd, a bit like myself. I'm going to go with a 1/2 inch gap between the two biggest pillars and an inch between the other two. This should make the whole piece about 10 inches long. We work our way around the pillars, cutting miters one corner at a time, hand sanding to fit. Overall, I'm really pleased how it's coming together. I marked the center of each pillar, punch it, and head out to the drill press. You can do this by hand. I just find I get a cleaner, straighter hole with thread, an 1 5/8 hole, and down just the depth of the blade. Then it's just a matter of sanding it all up. I go with golden oak on the pillars. I was a little worried about the seam showing, as I mentioned before, and thought the golden oak might help hide it with the accented grain variations. I don't stain the dados, as we need to glue the strips there. And the strips, they just get true black stain. I try to leave some bare wood once again for the glue to adhere to. Although I'm not really worried about it, a couple pin nails will help hold it all in tight, and there's not really any pressure on it. Assembly is easy, glue, pin, and nails. Look, this series is not about comparing masters of the craft, but pointing to my inspirations, both past and present. Bearded Viking Woodworks not only makes small beginner-friendly builds that his viewers love, but also hand-cut dovetail jewelry boxes. So he has some serious skills, even if he likes to act like the goofball. And here we are. I love this little piece. The contrasting stains came out great. The staggered pillars with the little offset draws the eyes in, enhancing the lines. I couldn't be any more pleased with it. Inspiration comes in a million ways and from a million places. When you see it, when you feel it, take it and run with it. You never know where it will take you. As always, thank you for watching and choosing to spend 15 minutes building with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Next week's video is a little collaboration I got going on with some friends, so I'm going to put this inspiration series on hold for a couple weeks, but it'll never be far from my mind. Until the next time.